And this is Pyromaniac, or sorry, what's up guys, Pyromaniac 720 here, and I have for you round 9 from Virginia Winter Regionals. Of course, my last opponent of the day was one of the people I drove up with, which was Jake Miller, aka Araragii. Jake, like I said, he came to me to Philadelphia Regionals, came with me to this regional, so it really sucked playing him the last round. We're both 5-3. We both want that 6-3 because 6-3 just looks so much better than 5-4. Even though it's only a one-win difference. So we both knew each other's team, of course, because we talked about it on the car ride down, and he changed his team the night before, and I played with it actually a little bit on Battle Spot, so I kind of know his team fairly well. I kind of assume he's going to expect me to lead Ambipom, so I just lead Tyranitar and Tornadus. Tornadus, of course, this is only his third appearance for me in the tournament, and it's been pretty mediocre at this point, so I'm kind of hoping that it will stop sucking. So Jake ends up switching out Gengar for Politoed, which is a pretty smart move because I do end up going for the double target onto that slot. I was going to taunt it so it can't Will-O-Wisp or taunt me, and I just go for the Crunch as well. My logic was that Crunch plus Sandstorm damage would KO it. And Jake just goes right in for the Ice Beam onto Tornadus, which is going to bring me down pretty low, but it's going to activate my Citrus Berry, which is nice. Of course, I do know that Tornadus is going to faint here, so I just kind of get up like a quick, desperate Tailwind, just so I can outspeed things next turn. I mean, that's the nice thing about Prankster Pokemon is that if they're low in health, you can kind of, you have that one last-ditch effort most of the time to get off an attack, and in this case, the last-ditch effort was set up Tailwind, which of course is going to be huge for my team. So Ludicolo goes for the Giga Drain on Suicune, which is a really good move on Jake's part. I don't know if he did it because he expected the switch, because of course Scald probably would be a better option to use against Tyranitar. So of course, now it kind of becomes a weather war between Politoed and Tyranitar. My opponent sends in Salamence here, which is slightly scary because Salamence, of course, is a very threatening Pokemon. So I just go for the Rock Slide, kind of praying for some flinches at this point. And of course I'm at -1, so it's not going to do a huge chunk of damage. Scald coming out, like I said, fishing for some burns as well. And I do end up getting the burn on Ludicolo, which is really nice. And I also got the flinch, so, you know, really, I mean, the hacks were in my favor that turn. That definitely was a huge turning point in the match. There's also the nice thing about Tailwind is I can just spam these super fast Rock Slides, and you know even without Tailwind I have Choice Scarf. So Jake switches out Ludicolo, switches back in Politoed, trying to reset some weather here. And of course I really hate Weather Wars and I really hate Ludicolo. So Salamence, as you see, Mega Evolves. Of course, it was the only Mega on his team. I very rarely see any more non-Mega Salamence, which is funny because it was so popular last year. Salamence protects. So Rock Slide coming out here because I'm locked into it, of course. And there's a respectable amount to the Politoed. And I just double into the Politoed slot because I figured that the Salamence is going to protect. So slowly getting back this HP as Ludicolo comes back out. Salamence also switches out, and he switches in Gengar. So I'm a little concerned, of course, because both of these Pokemon, like I said, are... I mean, I'm in a kind of a tough spot. I go for the Ice Beam onto Gengar slot, which was Salamence. And Ludicolo goes for the Scald. Rain boosted. And is able to pick up the one-hit KO, which really sucks. Because, like I said, it puts me in a pretty tough spot. And as you see, the burn is slowly whittling away that Ludicolo. But I'm definitely not in the worst position because right now I can double protect. And one option, I guess, would be to double protect. get a speed boost, but of course, I don't know if a speed boost would let me outspeed a Ludicolo in rain. But of course, first turn I am going to opt to do that. Ludicolo goes for the Scald into Blaziken. That ends up being huge because that's going to allow me to KO the Ludicolo, which is kind of the big issue right now. If Jake had Giga Train Suicune there, then I'm pretty sure it would have been game over. But anyway, the burn picks up the KO on Ludicolo, which, like I said, is really nice. So this means that I now have a +1 Blaziken with Rock Slide versus 2 Pokemon. And now the nice thing is that Salamis is Mega Evolved, so it doesn't have Intimidate, so I don't have to worry about Intimidation. Luckily, I hit both Pokemon, KO Gengar, and I bring Salamis down to the red. So even if it double edges me, it's gonna feint itself to recoil. So as you see, it goes to the Suicune, critical hit, which is able to KO it. So that was my 9th and final round. I ended up going 6-3, coming in 68th place, so I bubbled out of the top 64, which really sucks. But I still got 10 CP, which is better than nothing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the 7 battles I posted. Leave comments, suggestions about the team or anything like that below. And till next time, guys, bye.